Rebecca's sitting with her back to the camera on purpose.
I am.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're getting ready for this. I'm pretty sure we're live right now. Okay. Let me give it a second here. Okay. I'm going to situate that in a second, but I guess for now, I'm going to bring you like this. And I might. Is that fair? Or bring her straight up here? You're the outcast? You don't want to be on TV? No. I'll put it up here. Okay, maybe I'll just squeeze this all in over there. Okay. Cynthia, you have to squeeze it out. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh yeah, I don't need camera. I can do a better. Okay, great. Where's Rebecca gonna sit?
Right here in front of the camera?
Oh, maybe in back. Maybe right here. I'll be right here. I actually like the little chair.
Do I need to put a mask on?
No, I'm just doing it to cover my face.
Oh my gosh.
I promise I didn't find anybody.
Okay, so
I'm Brandy.
it's kind of like up here. You guys are not going to get out of not being on here. Okay, anybody else want a face mask? Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
So really this should have been in the back, and it should have been a long table so that the view is everyone, I see your face. Because I'm going to look back at this later. This may not be important to you guys, but it's really important to me. I didn't know you guys would be here today. Like, I didn't realize who would be here today that would actually physically arrive for my 20-year grooming celebration. I had no idea it would be you or you or you. You guys weren't here 20 years ago. Maybe you were. Close, Cynthia, but you never know where you're going to be and who's going to be around when you're going through those things. When you go through 20 years of grooming, the people that you first started grooming, are they still here today? And you might see your lives transition just like that as well. So this is really important to me. I know some of you guys are wearing your mask because you feel you might get sick, or you also don't want to be on film, but know that I'm going to view this later when I'm sick and old, and I'm going to be able to say, this is who was there at my 20 year. So those of you guys out there on YouTube, the reason why, go ahead. Go ahead.
You tell her, don't be lazy.
Who? Don't be lazy?
Get up and fall on your face.
Okay. No, so I'm on YouTube because you know what? Thousands of people, over 300 and something thousand people follow me on YouTube. They're my fans. They contribute, they donate, they are here for me, they listen to me. A handful of them have been there through like life trauma with me, as well as TikTok, but I can't do both because it's just too much for me to do TikTok right now. There are followers. Like a good friend of mine said, don't look at the 1% haters, look at the 99% lovers that love what I do and really appreciate every single thing that I do and how I do it. Meaning, when I'm doing something, I don't just do it. I'm telling someone in Australia how to do it where they're at. I coach somebody all the way through an aggressive dog groom. As I'm doing it, I'm telling them. So it's really important that's why I'm saying and acknowledging my YouTube fans, my Facebook fans, my TikTok fans, because they can't be here with me to celebrate with you guys. So I want to start off by, while we're waiting for this food to cook, because I ditched the effort of like buying all these trays, because it was, you know how expensive these trays are of food? Like $100 of one little tray. Like what? So I know how to cook curry, and I think it tastes pretty dang good. So I put it together about 12 minutes ago. And with the help of some of you here, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Like, seriously, thank you so much. Okay. You are the clients. You're a client. You're a client. You're a client. You're a client. You're kind of a client. You're a shopper. But you all are clients and have supported my business by buying things. I can't thank you enough for being here on site. You came from out of state to be here, and not only be here like that, but to help me with my puppies and give me release and break. I can't thank you enough for that. There's not enough thank yous for that. No one does that. Buy a ticket and fly in and volunteer, and you've done it twice now. So I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Brandy, you have covered me and my puppies By the way, I didn't plan on having puppies. It wasn't part of the plan, but you've been there day and night for me while I work 24-hour shifts for over 4.5, 5 months now. The puppies are 6 months old. Those of you guys who have aggressive dogs, I could not have a living without you. I also couldn't have a living if people weren't hurting their dogs while they're grooming them. The owner, the veterinarian, the vet tech, other groomers. I don't care what anyone wants to say, but I wouldn't have a job if those people weren't trained right. You know, if they were trained properly, then if you guys need training, I'm being serious. I wouldn't have a job if someone's dogs didn't get hurt, okay? Unfortunately, that's the truth. But I can't thank you enough for, you have an aggressive Chihuahua, you have an aggressive Maltese, you did not have an aggressive dog, but that one dog bit that bather I had. Sam bit that bather, not aggressive what, but she was like, boom, she got bit by a non-aggressive dog. Broke skin and everything.
And you had told her to
put a muzzle on him because he was looking odd.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I got this. She got bit, right. But I've been able to hold Cynthia's hand during Charlie passing away and Sam pass away. Was there anyone else? Literally in her living room holding her and her dog while her dogs were put down. So I have emotional and deep connections with each and every one of you. So let's go.
Take care of me too.
I guess I did take care of you.
I
And
had triple bypass surgery, and Dede was there helping me.
okay, so I want to make this a little fun because this is very heavy for me to see you guys here and supporting me. But let's go around the room, and I want you to, if you have those moments yet, I know you're looking down, but I don't think we've partied hard enough to have those crazy funny moments. But I did come out, and maybe you got a funny moment. But do you have... Cynthia, tell me, between our relationship, has there been any moments where you're like, I can't believe this girl did that? And you can say whatever you want to say.
I was in the hospital with triple bypass surgery, and my hair was knotted on the back of my head. So bad for me doing it like this. I thought she was going to have to shave it. And she comes up, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning after she'd been working all day. And she's combing my hair out, and the nurse comes in, and she goes off on the nurse. That poor nurse. She was like, I can't believe y'all let people's hair get like this. And Dede's she got my hair combed out, took care of me. But we laugh about that. And then other times she came in the middle of the night. And
it would always be after work, huh? I guess after work. But then you started calling me Little General after that.
Yeah, I call her the Little General because she orders me around and everything.
I'm going to tell you that nurse, you know what she said? That's not my job. Remember she said that? That's not my job to make sure.
That's not my job. And Dede said, well, it should be. You know, I can't imagine that y'all let people's hair get like this.
Like a bird nest.
Yeah. Yeah, because I couldn't you weren't supposed to raise your arms up and stuff like that. So. Yeah.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Yeah, but Dede was there for me, and she took care of me, and she stayed with me after that. She was living with me for a while. And she cooked for me and took care of my dogs. Her dogs were there.
Thank you.
Yeah, we went through a lot. Yeah. And she's like my daughter. You know. Like
Thank you.
Even if she is a little general, she's like my daughter.
I would rather have a general on my side than somebody who can't speak up. Like, right. I'm sorry. When I get older, if there ain't no general, you know how people be walking all over you? Did you not change her diaper yet? I mean, get on it. You know, somebody better be generalizing my nurses. Okay, Rebecca, we have a short time where we become family. So in that short time, go ahead and just lay it. Like what? Funny moment, crazy, like this girl crazy.
It started off with me putting an order in and Dede calling me and just throwing a lot of ideas at me, and next thing I know, I am getting a plane ticket, coming out to help her, and I was so afraid that she was gonna ghost me because I've never met her in person. So here I am coming in. My flight was late on top of it. It was like an hour late, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, is this girl gonna show up and get me or what? I'm telling her, look for my Crocs because she doesn't know what I look like. I don't know what, I know what she looks like. Next thing you know, I'm getting in her vehicle. She's driving me to her house. I'm like, unbelievable. I don't even know this girl, you know, and now we have a really, really great relationship, and now I'm out here helping her.
For the second time.
For the second time, and there will be more to come, so.
Thank you. Brandy, even last night, girl, even last night, let me tell you, I was here till 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:45 in the morning last night. Even last night, Brandy could give you a good story, but...
Oh, yeah. Shut the door! Shut the door! Hold up! I said up! When I'm pulling up, it's going the opposite direction of what you're thinking, Dede, because I'm on the other side.
Oh my gosh, this storm blew in last night, and I'm like, the hail is coming. I knew the hail was coming, and I'm here at the salon, and I've never had my back area room enough to pull my truck in the last 6 months since the puppy arrived. She's over here opening the door. I was like, what are you doing? Shut the door! Shut the door! The wind was gray. The wind was gray, and whoa, I was like, shut the door, you know. And then I'm like, open the door, open, I'm getting my truck in. We're pulling my truck in. And I'm like, and then she gets in the car. You get in the car, I'm like, get out of here. Run for your life. She's like, she locks the door on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, the rain is pounding on me. I'm like, she goes, sorry. I'm like, get out of here.
It's just habit to lock the door when I walk out.
Oh gosh.
Because half the time I'm coming back, like 2 or 3 times and checking the door. Go, God, did I lock that door?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I've done that too. But any funny moments over the last few months, and even like guess I've been grooming your dog for almost a year or a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Any moments where you're like, oh my gosh, this girl's crazy.
Oh, every day. Every day, Dede.
Oh
She
gosh.
wanted to keep one of those puppies. I told you, absolutely not.
She don't know. Blue is mine.
Nope.
Blue is mine.
Nope.
Okay, ladies. Mary. I know you got a little story too, man. I know you got some stories like this girl crazy. Go.
I'll take my mask down. I'm just thankful that I found you. So I'm gonna get a little emotional here. Try not to. My dog is very aggressive, and my vet retired, and so they were able to cut her nails. So I couldn't find anybody. My new vet, they wanted to put her to sleep while she was, or anesthesia, to trim her nails, and I'm like, at the time she was like 11, 12. I'm like, no. So then I'm just looking up, well, how do you groom because I'm gonna do it myself. How do you groom an aggressive dog? How do you cut their nails? And then I found Dede, and she's been a lifesaver. I guess the funniest thing is I have a muzzle. I bought a muzzle from Dede, and while she's trying to groom her, the dog just kind of like moved, and there goes the muzzle. And just like, here I am.
She bites you every time.
Yes,
she bites her every time. And muzzles come off, don't they?
Yes.
The dog can take the muzzle off.
And yes, she just actually bit me the other day. I forget why. I was giving her a pill. That's what it was.
And she's how old now?
She's 13.
Yeah, and she has collapsed trachea.
Yes.
It's hard to manage.
So I have to give her medicine. I'm supposed to give it to her every 12 hours, but I just can only give it to her once a day. But I used I watched your
Technique?
Your YouTube video, and so I've been using peanut butter and mixing it up after I grind it up, and she wouldn't eat it in her bowl because I don't give her peanut butter that way. So I had to mix it up with her canned food, and she'll eat it. But if I don't use peanut butter, she'll just sniff it and walk away. So she's just so funny.
Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you for finding me and letting me help you with your dog. And I'll be here until she passes away, okay?
Yeah,
As long as I can be.
I'm just thankful that I found you because I didn't know what to do.
Thank you. I'll give you a hug after.
Okay.
Okay, Meredith.
Well, we don't really get to talk too much while I'm here because it's just, come on, get to the dog, and the dog is just crazy, and I guess you could call him an aggressive dog, but I would call him a defensive dog. Like, just don't mess with him, and he gets jumpy, like that hurts. But he's difficult, and he's also just active, just super, super jumpy and busy and won't be still, even if he's not angry or whatever. He just wants to bounce around and move around, and so there was nobody else that could do it. He was going to other groomers, and they were nice and stuff, but you could tell they were just ready to part ways. They never fired him, but I'm sure they were thinking about it. And you know, I tried medication and stuff to try to ease him, help him relax, and that just didn't work at all. And he had a seizure on the
Sometimes
table.
that has the opposite effect.
Yeah, it's like he would fight it, and then he would be absolutely drunk the rest of the day when I brought him home, and he had a seizure on the table once at the groomer, since like we're not doing these drugs anymore. So I started trying to find other things, and I called somebody, and they said, well, we don't do hard to manage dogs, but this lady does, and call her. I don't even remember who it was. Now,
Wow.
I told you at the time, but
Right, I have it written down then.
yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, we'll try it, and so I remember I was walking. You said just come here 15 minutes early and walk him around for a little bit to try to get some energy out, and then so I called you. And
Why
I
you got
said-
that big
I
smile?
said and you said I'm just gonna join you. Just act like you don't see me. I'm just gonna come along and join you. So I'm walking along, and I didn't know you or whatever. I didn't know what you looked like.
Oh.
But you had called me. I mean,
Some chick just starts walking with you.
but you had called and we talked for like 45 minutes before, as you were telling me like all your
What to-
experience and what to do and you know what to expect. Anyway, then you just start joining me, and we're just walking around the parking lot together in this like 100-degree day. And then you just took him on back, and so we didn't really get to talk about anything. You're like, okay, this is going okay. We're just gonna go on. So you sit here on the couch and watch on the screen, and I'm just gonna go. And I went, oh, but wait, oh, okay. And then you did it all, and it took forever because he was so jumpy, and you didn't know him or anything. And then when it was done, I was like, I think it might be a good idea if I went there with you, if you're okay with that. And you said, oh, okay, well, let's try that. And it's worked so much better when I can kind of hold him and look at him and kind of anticipate what he might do because I know him, and then she can just do her magic and work really fast. And nobody else would let you do that. No one else lets you go back there.
No, and I go back there too, as
Yeah.
well with mine.
And that's really the only way it works. So anyway, thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Thank you.
Now I have a-
You can say, you won't believe who Dede shows up where with you?
Sorry?
I showed up where?
You showed up where in the parking lot?
No, I drove all the way out to watch you do
Oh, you
something.
came to my show. Yes. Yeah.
So did that surprise you a little bit? Like, you're like, what?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. So somehow you found out that I was performing in a show, and you weren't able to come to that one, or like the time went on, and you
Right,
missed
right.
it. And I didn't want to tell you about the second one really because it was a little heavier and sadder, and I knew you had just gone through a loss, and I'm like, oh, if I tell her about it, she'll feel like she has to come, and I don't want to do that because it might be kind of painful and everything. So it's about losing somebody you love and everything. But she asked me like, no, I want to come, and I said, okay, it's a little heavy, you know, and might kind of trigger sad feelings and stuff, but she came and she liked it, and it was really sweet for her to show up and support me.
I think it's important to support each other. You know, when you see each other often, I think that's important. Okay, so I'm going to stand right there between you two and kind of open two things that were sent to me. One is from Pookie Puppy. We'll open this first. All right. And I got these balloons from Cynthia. Woo! Thanks for the balloons. Okay, so this is from Pookie Puppy from Hawaii. She's a big fan and a member of the YouTube channel as well. She had. Thank you, Rosie and Pookie Puppy. Thank you so much. This is awesome. What is funny, I had to open it, so I had to kind of glance at it yesterday because I needed to open it with the razor blade so it would be easy to pull out. And I kind of glanced and I just immediately sat down and started crying because I just didn't have time to do something like this with how busy I am and running around and stuff. But I was like, that's exactly what I wanted so that we could have something on display and I can remember this moment. So thank you. Rosie is her granddaughter, and Rosie actually drew this up for me.
Wow.
So thank you so much, Rosie. Love you. Pookie Puppy, thank you so much for getting this printed. Thank you so much. So that's an awesome gift. And we are going to put it somewhere. We can see it here in a minute. Until then, we are going to open the second gift that BP sent out. This girl's something else, Ray. I had to glance at this one too, girl.
Make sure it was viewable on TV.
So BP sent me a lava lamp. What?
The box.
What? Okay, BP sent me the lava lamp. Look at this. This is crazy. So I think she wanted me to have a party. So I will get this opened up and I'll run an extension cord and we'll kind of, you know, we'll get it turned on, BP. Thank you so much, BP. There's a bunch of you guys out there that have done a lot of donations, support, buying things, shopping. Just so much has come from you guys out there, my fans and friends. So thank you so much for all your contributions. I love you and woo! 20 years, baby. Okay, let me come over here and check this.
Should we set this up? The last person to try to figure
Yeah, I
out
know,
things
I'm
work,
too.
but
Hopefully it's
Okay.
put together and plug in.
Yeah, okay, great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to do the food. And I may come back later with you guys and do a little something special as we kind of do some minor events. But I just want to say thanks a lot for joining me, and we're gonna kind of wind down and eat real quick, and I will see you on the next live. Love you guys. 20 years, baby. Bow, bow. Let's do this.